All right. Now that we got that fixed, okay. Well, hello. I'm just going to say that I am really new at this, and I have never done a live stream before, so anybody who pops in on this, I appreciate your time and your patience. I just want to introduce myself and try to tell you what I'm all about and what I plan to do this year. So, whoops. So, first of all, my name is Sarah. I am a just graduated artist from IUS. That's Indiana University. And it's really hard to pin down what kind of art I do, really. But if we're going to go with what I do for the most part, in school I was trained in oil painting. So, well, hang on, let me start this over again. My name is Sarah, and I'm an artist. I have a bachelor's in fine arts from Indiana University Southeast. Technically, I've been drawing since I was young. I picked up oil painting when I got into art school. It's something that I love to do. And I've also gotten into printmaking, which on my Patreon, which I'll talk about here in a minute after I introduce myself. I fell in love with lithography, which is to kind of explain it, it's where you have the natural reaction of water and grease. You know, you're pulling a print from the stone, but what happens is when you etch the stone, the blank areas reject the ink, and then the greased up areas take the ink, and that's what you print off of. But I explain all that on Patreon at some point, but yeah, I mostly do my artwork here in Louisville, Kentucky. That's where I'm from. But I do tend to hang out around the New Albany area every once in a blue moon, just because it kind of became a second home while I was going to school. Yeah, so last year I graduated. It was kind of a big year for me. A lot of things happened, like a lot. Like I can't even you know, begin to explain everything that happened. But it kind of made me want to do better for myself and do this. I want to keep creating art outside of school because that's really one of my biggest fears, is that now that I'm out of college, I'm going to stop making art. Which, technically, I have not quit making art. I just need to kind of discipline myself. But, and that kind of takes me to my next subject. Listen to me, I'm trying to be all like formal about this crap. I mean, nah, I'm just, but for real, like I plan on being in local shows around town. Like, one of them to name off that I'm going to participate in is Art Squared, which is a show put on every year by Louisville Visual Art, located on Lytle Street in downtown Louisville. Great organization. They help artists and everything, and you know, they're just great organization. I think it's great when that kind of organization helps a community of artists. But Art Squared is pretty much where that they're bringing together roughly around 200 artists from the local area, and each one of us is creating on a canvas that's about 8 inches by 8 inches in the medium of our choice. And then we have until, I think, March 29th to finish and turn it in to Louisville Visual Arts. And I'm sorry about the noise. I'm currently in the basement, so you're going to hear the air and other sounds every once in a while. So bear with me. But no, and I've got plans in the work for that one. Like, I'm currently like sketching out ideas. It doesn't look like it, but I'm like super excited for it. Like, I wanted to do it last year, but I was just so swamped with my BFA thesis show, which was insane. If I can ever find a live excuse me, stream of, well, it wasn't really a live stream. It was, I don't know, it was Facebook thing. Did it for the people who couldn't come to my show, but I really hope I have it, because I really want to show you guys. I'm serious, like, big proud moment right there. And also, I'm also participating in, for the second time, hopefully. I just submitted two of my paintings into this show. I hope to be a part of Femme Fatale, which is another local area show. It's held in Prophecy Inc. in the Highlands, and it's Nikki. I don't know both of the people that make it possible, but I know I know one of them, and her name is Nikki Bell, and she's just kind of awesome. So, yeah, excited for that. Specific experiences related to that, etc. I mean, but anyway, we're working on a way to kind of meld the two, because on top of painting, I've also gotten into like textile work, like I've been kind of obsessed with like contemporary embroidery art here lately. Like, you know, it's kind of one of those things like, wow, I didn't know that something so antique could become so contemporary, which is really cool. You know, I like it, but I'm getting off track. But anyway, like, I know we were toying with the idea of doing like block printing on fabric, but I was kind of toying with the idea as well, if she's able to grace me with her presence next Saturday, and have a live of us talking about the upcoming collaboration. And you know, I think that would be fun. You know, I love working with other people, even though I'm a bit awkward and shy. I eventually I want to work really close with my community, and that's one of the reasons why I got into art school, is because I wanted that artist community. I didn't want to, like, you know, experience art by myself anymore. You know, you kind of think, well, why do you want people like critiquing your art? You do want people critiquing your art, because when it's done in a good way, it really helps. And I guess that's the whole point of me collaborating with Rebecca, is I get her feedback and she gets mine, and that feedback combined can help us make something beautiful, which I can't wait to get going. Like, I can't wait to get going. but no, and then hoping that when we have a finished product, we can we can put in a proposal somewhere for a show, which, you know, when that day comes, I'll let you know. But I do want to have a collaboration with my friend Jennifer Pelkey as well. She's a fantastic string artist and ceramicist. We graduated last year together, and we haven't really gotten to talk a lot about ours, just because we've got opposite schedules, you know, adult life, that whole bullshit. Excuse me. But no, I mean, as soon as I know more about that, I'll let you know about that too. But now, as for Patreon, now I think what a lot of people misunderstand about Patreon is they think that they're having to pay to see everything. But I mean, it's pretty much the same as if you commissioned me for work. And you know, you got pay you have to pay me a sum of money. But with my Patreon, you get to see things that I'm not comfortable sharing on Instagram or Facebook, like very, very deep stuff that I'm just not comfortable sharing, but you know, it's important to my process. But and I know everybody's got you know, financial goals, but my one of my goals financially is I would like my own portable darkroom, because I deal with I had been dealing with another printmaking technique called cyanotype, which is a darkroom technique. I don't have the area for the darkroom, but then I don't have the funds right now. But no, the point of Patreon is not just to pay me money to see my content. I feel like it can also create an online community that, you know, I can, you know, help lead and everything. I mean, you know, it doesn't come without benefits. You get to see what people don't see. You get freebies that nobody else gets. You get to see these lives when they become private. This one's only public, so I can introduce myself and get the word out. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to beg, but any patronage or any support would be absolutely great. Like, I'm not a selfish person. I'm very appreciative of any help I've ever gotten. And and you know, I feel like Patreon and live streaming for me could really be a good thing for me. And you know, maybe it could be a good thing for you. Whoever stumbles upon this live stream, you know, because I am always open to suggestions, and you know, I may or may not take them. You know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I mean, I'm always open to suggestions, and yeah. And as for membership goals, I'd like to get up to 50 by September. I feel like that's being realistic, because I don't see myself getting like a ton of people in 1 month. But I mean, if I have 50 people by then, I do a special giveaway on my birthday, September 1st. So, you know, hey. But anyway, I already talked about that. But you know why I need a darkroom, but you don't really know what a cyanotype is. Okay, so I will tell you what a cyanotype is. I actually have one right here. Let me grab it. Okay. this is a cyanotype. Okay. And what now the way you do a cyanotype is first you okay, first of all, it's got to be paper that's good for being dunked in water. And you'll find out why when I tell you. But no, first it's coated in a Part A and Part B solution. You can look it up online, cyanotype solution. It'll pop up all sorts of stuff on Amazon and Google. You know, easy to find. But you have to apply this all in the dark. Because if you don't, instead of being able to print images like this, you're going to have like a flat cyan colored paper. And nobody wants that. No. But anyway, now the way that we did it in the printmaking room is we had an exposing unit. You can just kind of expose it in the sun. From what I've seen other people do, I kind of did the whole Pinterest thing, you know, because who doesn't have a Pinterest? But yeah, that's cyanotype in a nutshell, and it'd be cool if I could do a live of that one day, or, you know, a process video, whichever comes my way first. But and warning, you might hear a cat. But no, and if we really want to get personal, another of my personal goals is to better myself, you know, mentally, physically, financially, because, and, you know, anyone else, you know, you deserve that kind of stability in your life. You know, whatever gives you that stability, you deserve it. And I went through a lot previous. Shh. Told you. I went through a lot in previous years. And, you know, it's time. It's time. This is going to be good for me. Running my own Patreon is going to be good for me, whether I have 50 or 5 patrons. You will have my love either way. I'm a very loving person. And, you know, everything you know, just more positivity, more happiness. Yeah, like, I almost can't believe I'm doing a live stream, even though right now there's nobody watching. But it just feels good to talk about everything I have planned, everything I want, everything that I am. It's different hearing it out loud than hearing it in my head all the time, or making lists. So I'm gonna end this right here, and I hope whoever watches this considers becoming a patron, or just considers